right, welcome as we start the insanity in Valikan Clans. Last time, after discovering a grotto done by swimming underwater, our brave Vikings, our Valikan Clan of Ragval, have thusly awakened a guardian of eggs as they attempted to destroy such eggs. It attempted to destroy them, and they have, to their best ability, defended. But fortunately, Kolbjorn has fallen and now lies within water unconscious and drowning, while the others, unbeknownst to his plight, are making their own defense in hopes of eliminating a threat before it becomes a bigger one. With that, it is the turn of Hist. What would you like to do?
You're muted, Aiden, if you're talking.
No, sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. I don't have a swimming speed, so I guess I'm just gonna walk and dash.
So move it half, so you move your 30 feet.
I don't know how far from the thing is, Matt, so I just put everyone in the water. You tell me when we're close.
Okay. So from the top of the water down, it is 300 feet.
Oh, cool. I'll just leave them then.
That'll be it. I don't. Oh, actually, wait. Sorry, I'm checking my Misty Step prepared. The thing is taking forever to load. Now. I don't, so I'll pass.
Okay. Very good. And then we have the save one for Cole. Bjorg!
Still hanging out with our lighthouse keeper friend. Hiding in the shadows with my bow at the ready in case something happens.
Okay, you're staying there. Esfot's burrowing down. And then Orin.
Making my way to the surface to get the last person in our party.
Okay.
So I do have a swimming speed, so I will do my normal movement and action dash. So I'll go a total of 60.
Nice. And Asphalt.
I continue to burrow. I'm going 20 feet around.
Okay. Is that with dash?
Yeah.
Okay. So you did 20 feet last time. Now we're at 40 feet. Okay. Sounds good.
I don't know how many, but it was multiple rounds that I've been burrowing.
Okay.
I don't know how many last session I had been.
Okay. And then Griff.
I don't have a swim speed, so action dashing is 30 feet each turn.
Okay.
So, just swimming.
Then Hist. The same thing, Hist. You're muted if you're responding.
Sorry, my dad was calling me about that was me.
Yeah. So you're doing the same thing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue dashing.
All right. And Bjorg. Still waiting?
Yep.
Then Orin.
Yep, still making for the surface.
Right, so
60.
asphalt on this, you end up breaking through the ceiling of the cave below. In the corner, in the distance, you can see the submerged body of Kolbjorn. And at this point, you can see the large statue in the center that is still.
Okay. If
Patches of eggs.
if I'm coming through the ceiling, so I don't have a climb speed, and I do think that I will willingly fall from the ceiling.
Okay. It's not so high up that you take fall damage, so you fall down.
Dang. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Was that my full movement?
Yeah.
Okay.
So his movement and your action brings you in.
Can I? Attack myself?
What is that? I mean, I guess you try to bite yourself.
Okay, great. I am going to. Okay,
Well,
I'm gonna bite.
You don't have an
myself.
action though.
Oh, I see. All right. Oh yeah, because I dashed. Okay, I'm gonna. I go "Rah, rah, 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 rah," and I make scary noises at the statue, hoping it'll come attack me.
Okay, so right now it's a still statue, and as you do that, it's still a statue.
Oh, okay. Well, I suppose that I take stock of the situation, and that's all I can do.
Any chance she landed on eggs when she fell?
Griff.
Keep on swimming.
All right. Then Hist is continuing to swim.
I have a quick question. Am I any closer because I dived in from like up top?
Okay. So. Yes, I mean, I would give you. Yes, you're a little closer, but yeah.
Cool. I was just curious.
Yep, yep. All right.
Oh wait, actually, can I, instead of using my action to dash, I'm gonna summon a floating disc over me and move it 100 feet, pushing me down. Can I do that?
So this is Tensor's disc
Um,
or floating disc?
floating disc. Oh wait, sorry. I can move it 20 feet. So that wouldn't be as far. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong spell. I don't know why. I looked at. I literally was looking for that one, but looked at the wrong spell when I clicked it. My bad. Then yeah, I'll just dash.
Cool. Some Bjorg.
Still the same. Making sure
Bjorg's
he.
just like, I'm just staying here.
Yep, making sure he stays restrained.
Okay, I would say at this point there is a the hole, because the hole basically went straight down. It could probably be squeezed through. And Orin.
Yeah, another 60.
Going up, okay. And Asphalt.
Okay. I will drop my wild shape as a bonus action, and then I will use my movement to get to Cole, and hopefully I'm gonna try a second level cure wounds.
Okay. So what I actually actually need to also figure out is... Let me check one thing while I add this here. I'm gonna check Cole's con real quick. Okay. Oh, good. He would have automatically died had he started his turn. Okay.
You know what? I got nothing. You're evil.
Okay, so we're not sure. It goes in. You're not sure what happens because we need to see what
Okay.
ultimately occurs here.
I rolled 14 for the. Yeah. Come on, Cole. That's it.
Okay. And Griff.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Yeah. All right. So in this case, let's actually do this. We're going to start this round, so we're back up for a second. We got Griff, Hist, and Asphalt together. Orin, you have been able to get to Bjorg. What do you want to do when you get to Bjorg?
Jorg. Jorg?
Yes?
Oh, there you are. We found some eggs down there. We started breaking the eggs, and a statue came to life. Cole was in a really bad place when I left, so I think we need everybody down there. I ran into a couple of people in there swimming. I guess I swam into a couple of people, but I think we need you down below.
Okay, but what about him?
Well, I don't know. He still got shackled with stone right around his legs.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that'll hold him. I don't know. Cole just told me to get back up.
Okay. I can't swim.
We try that hole.
I guess. Is there water down there?
But nope. I'm gonna guess that the goal was to get to where we were. So where we were, there was no water. It was a cave.
Okay. Then I guess I'll slide down the hole if I can fit.
Okay, absolutely. So if you use your dash, you should be able to slide down effectively to get all the way in.
Okay.
I will do the same.
All right. Okay, so in that case, you all in here. What do you want to do?
So can I get to the area that I was trying to get to? Like, are we out of combat?
Yeah, so now you all in the cave.
Cool.
Hist! Cole, he was in drowning. I don't know. He won't wake up. He won't wake up.
I don't quite have the ability to heal others. But I can do a medicine check. That won't do anything else that hasn't been done.
Do we even know what happened? What hurt him?
I'll look over at Orin.
So he'll point at the various things of eggs that have been broken. We started breaking those, and he'll point at the statue and said that thing started attacking us. It animated and started attacking us.
Maybe we should not repeat the process, but instead maybe these eggs hatching, do we even know what's in the eggs?
Well, this is directly underneath the seal, and there was a countdown. My guess is these are the things that we're waiting for in 2 weeks, or a week, potentially 4 weeks, whatever it was. And they're a lot easier to take care of in this form than they'll be if they hatch, is my thought.
Can I do like an investigation check to see if or like an arcana check to see if these eggs are like related to the seal up there?
Yeah, give me an arcana check. And what are you doing to like fully investigate them?
So Hista basically he'll go up to them as he just begins kind of like he like leans in really close, almost as if he's trying to listen to them. And like he's trying to hear the magic, if that makes sense.
Okay. That makes sense. It's me arcana.
Sorry about that. So yeah, he like leans in really close, like he's trying to listen to it, and he even like goes like, like as if he hears like actual voices that he can understand.
Yeah.
And I got a 23.
So is it being related? Think that the magic has a lot to do with them? I would say they have a similar harmonic. You're almost certain this had to do with guarding these eggs.
Yes, we should probably break them. I think Orin is right. But after what it did to our friend there, are we really in a position to deal with it?
Well, I certainly am not.
Griff is going to kind of like just take Cole's body and kind of like prop him against the wall, make sure he's not going to fall into the water again.
Yeah. And I assumed with the healing that he was taken out of the water too. I don't know if you said it, but in my head, I was like, oh yeah, we're not going to just let him drown. He healed up.
I imagine I at least turned him over.
Yeah.
Face up.
Well, I think Orin's right. We need to deal with them now.
Do you think we could break the statue? Or at least move it?
How do you mean?
Well, if we could break it at its feet and throw it in the water, then it would be harder for it to attack us.
This is just a wild guess, but if you tried doing anything to it, I would assume it would also animate. But we can try.
I would assume that as well, but could it move while it was animated?
Yes.
Oh,
It got up and it slithered around after us.
Oh, no, very terrifying. Never mind.
Oh, what if all 5 of us attack the statue before it's animated? Maybe we'll
We can
crush
give it a
it
try.
before it has a chance.
But I'm just going to attack it from farther away.
Did anything happen to the statue other than it being animated when you smashed the eggs?
It animated and started attacking whoever was attacking the eggs.
Should we try covering its eyes?
I'm pretty sure that's how magic works.
Okay, sorry. Above table, didn't Matt say that when you attack the eggs, the statue cracked?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Sorry, I did not understand your question. I thought you meant, like, did anything happen as it activated? Like, did it say anything, or I don't know. But yes, so I would have, when I explained what happened, indicated that it does take damage when you damage the eggs.
Cool. So Orem is blind here for the information. Taking the blah action.
Okay.
Yes, taking the blah action.
Okay.
So everything you all witness, you now know. That's the
Okay. So on that note, maybe I can use some of my skills as a distraction. I'm going to take one of my short swords, and I am going to walk over to one of the piles of eggs, and with the blunt side of with the flat side of the sword, I'm just going to whack into them.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
With a 19.
19 no hit.
And that'll be 6 damage.
Okay. So as you hit it, part of the egg starts to look damaged, and you see the statue crack a little bit. At the same time, it moves.
And bonus action,
Yes, you-
hide.
Okay.
There were only 5 sets of eggs left, right?
Sets, yeah. Okay, give me the stealth check, please.
– 19.
Okay. So that was Bjorg's turn. So we'll go to Oren. We get the positions because everyone's pretty much in the cave, right?
Yeah,
Like not in the water.
everybody should be in the cave.
Okay, so head Oren.
Unluckily, I'd probably be
Wait,
like right
try
next
it really
to
quick.
that.
What?
Realistically, his would probably be like right next to
Well,
the
oh yeah. I was saying, what's Oren doing?
So can you just, which one is me? I can't tell. Okay.
Better?
Yeah. So Oren will target one of the big bundles with a chromatic orb.
Okay.
For 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Maybe 14 lightning damage.
Nice. Statue cracks a bit. As one egg explodes. Poof. Anything else?
Nope. Oren will just do his best to be as far away from the statue as he can.
Okay, so move in, trying to be far from the statue. Then asphalt.
I pick up my big sword in the rock, and I swing it above my head, and I'm actually going to aim for the statue
Okay,
with an attack roll.
got it.
All right, I rolled 21.
21 hits.
Okay. 11 bludgeoning, magical.
Oof. There you
And
go. Big hurt.
And then bonus action, there's like cloth wrapping around the edges of the sword. As that cloth wrapping kind of shifts a little with all of the movement, there's carving in it. And one of those pieces of carving just peeking out, you can kind of see it start to glow. And I'm going to bonus action do it again.
Nice.
17?
17 hits.
Great. Ooh, say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bludgeoning.
Nice.
And what's the size of the statue?
Large.
Excellent! Because it is one size larger than me, I'm going to use one of my racial traits, which is Giant Slayer, and it takes an extra 2 damage.
Ooh.
And that's it for me. And I look at it angrily.
All right. It looks at Asphalt and wants to hit Asphalt.
Do it.
Right. So is this one right next to it, or is it? Okay, very cool. All right. So, all right. It raises its massive spear for a 22 to hit.
It's
All right. So whoop, in the chest for 13 piercing damage.
okay. As a reaction, one of the where I've been hit, I have all of this like stone, like soot and debris on me, and as I'm hit and moving around, it kind of smears off, and all of the runes and stuff that I've drawn on myself, they sort of get smeared, and as one breaks, I'm actually going to use a maneuver as a reaction. And since I've been hit by an attack, I'm converting some of that pain into healing energy for my allies. And I'm going to give Orin 7 points of HP back.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very good. So that was your reaction?
Yes.
All right. Then goes for a second attack for an 11 to hit.
Miss.
All right. Moving quickly out of the way, we go to Griff.
Okay, I'm gonna move on up so I'm at least 5 feet away from Asphalt. And by now, my I definitely think my channel divinity would have gone down because it only lasts a minute. But you would still see that one of Griff's arms does not look right, like at all. It is like full blown, like kind of blue glowy skeleton arm, but the light of it is like really fainter now. And he pulls out his flail and is going to attack the statue. And because I'm 5 feet away from Asphalt, I get pack tactics, so it's an advantage.
Nice.
And that's a natural 20! Woo!
Very nice.
And I'm going to use my maneuver as well. So that's 15 on the crit. And then for my maneuver, I am using Spirit Surge. So, as my strike hits, these wisps of blue flame kind of just like arc off, and they kind of like spin around, and they kind of end up hitting asphalt, and you get equal to the radiant. So it's 2d8. You get 8 healing.
Oh, thanks.
And the creature also receives 8 radiant damage.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's how much radiant damage?
8.
8 radiant. Okay. All right. It looks very cracked. So it's effectively bloodied.
I will also say, Matt, there's an extra 4 force damage that it received from me that I forgot to give it.
Oh, you got it.
And because I also have Giant Slayer,
Nice,
it receives 2 extra damage.
So 2 extra damage.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's my turn.
Very cool. And then we go to Hist.
I will shoot a scorching ray at 3 different eggs. First one's a 19 to hit. Second one's a nat 1.
Okay, so 19 does hit.
Third one's a 25.
That is as well.
Alright. First one is 11. Second one, 8.
Nice. Okay, this is all at the Guardian. The statue is looking blackened.
Um,
Sorry, I thought Aiden said he was attacking eggs.
Was it eggs?
yeah.
Oh, I apologize. Okay, so it's 2 eggs down.
And I will pass.
Got it.
Oh, and how his scorching rays look is out of his mask. They just his like eyes begin to grow black, like brighter. They just shoot out of his eyes.
Oh.
Nice. Then Bjorg.
Okay, I am going to come out of hiding and attack the eggs that I'm standing next to again. I'm going to use one of my martial maneuvers called Shadow Striking Technique as my bonus action. And what that does is it binds a shadow to my weapon, and for the next 10 minutes, my attacks deal an additional 1d8 necrotic and increases my reach by 5.
Nice.
So again, with the flat side of my sword for an 18.
All right, 18 hits.
So 8 plus 3. So 8 smashing and 3 necrotic.
Okay.
And then I can't hide since I've already used my bonus action.
Okay, and that was an egg?
Yes.
Okay.
The ones I'm standing next to. The ones I hit previously.
Okay. All right, so another egg down. Boom.
Still 5 attack.
So we're down to 4 now, I think. And
Double check for me.
Orin.
Orin's going to spend a sorcery point, twin spell, chromatic orb at 2 different aims.
Okay. What are you doing? I just got real quiet.
Yeah, we got chromatic orb, and then I didn't hear anything.
At 2
I said it was
different
going to twin spell, chromatic orb at 2 different eggs. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. And I rolled a 9. I don't know if I make 2 attacks. I think twin spell is just the 1 attack, right?
I think so.
Okay. I don't think 9 hits.
Nope.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Then asphalt.
All right! And I'm gonna swing 2 more times with my cliffhanger. That's the name of my sword in the stone. That's a dirty 20
Nice.
for 7 bludgeoning damage, magical.
Very cool. So hitting that statue. Another crack.
And I'll bonus action use another charge of my of cliffhanger and swing again.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh. 18 magical bludgeoning damage.
Oh man.
Plus, don't you get +2?
And I will use my last use of Giant Slayer for plus another 2.
Oh, I didn't have uses.
Yes, it has uses. But that's okay, get wrecked.
All right. It is hardly standing at this point as it takes its spear at asphalt. First attack. Oh, only for a 9.
You miss me!
Second for 25.
That hurts.
For 10 piercing damage.
And I will use my reaction to again send some healing towards Orin. Orin, not Orin. Well, it was a shitty roll this time. 5 HP.
What Julie said is that's 5 more than he had, so I agree with her.
And Griff. Was there any other damage coming that direction there? Asphalt?
Nope. The extra force damage was because I had cast a spell, and my relic weapon allows me to save damage from spells that I've cast, and I can deal it if it's in the next minute. Which is just a neat relic weapon thing.
Nice.
I am going to. Bonus action. I'm going to use Divine Favor. To my flail. The flail itself has like 3 like chains to it with like they're not quite balls, but they're like kind of like 3-dimensional diamond shapes, but they're small on the ends, and they light up with the same kind of like blue flame. And then Griff goes in for another attack with the flail. Advantage because of pack tactics.
Nice.
Ooh, double 15s. 21.
21 hits.
So that is 7 bludgeoning. And then my favor. Curse smack.
Okay, and this is statue or
Statue.
Thank you. 7.
So 7 bludgeoning and then 3 radiant.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna also use my last Giant Slayer for an extra 2.
Okay, with that extra 2, how do you want to kill it?
Ah! So, after it makes its hit, Griff kind of just like, somewhat like goes in underneath its statue arm and just brings up the flail and smashes it down on its head, and it just like breaks it into pieces.
Nice, as it comes, cracks down. And with that, what would you all like to do?
Continue smashing the eggs.
Yeah, taking your time here, you are able to smash and destroy the eggs.
For the sake of saying so, if it's past a minute, Entangle is off of the guy upstairs
Okay.
while we're down here.
You had him unconscious, though, right?
Yes, we did.
I am going to investigate the room, see if there's anything else in here that we might need to take care of before we leave.
Okay.
Apparently someone else is going to have to do it because I rolled a natural 1 for a 6.
Yeah, I mean, no one really knows
It's
how well you did, so you know it's
Right.
It's always good that. So I sometimes I used to play a game where we did all the secrets, so it wasn't like, well, I tried. It's like, no, it's hard to do.
Griff will want to make sure that we get like we've gotten all the eggs in the room.
You mean like there are no little hidden alcoves or anything?
Yeah. It just takes 1 egg.
Perception check.
Perception. Well, that's a 7.
Jesus Christ.
It was so close to staying on 19, and then it just rolled right over.
I'm
There's an inspo in chat. There's also a heal boost and a damage boost. Just heads up.
The next person can use it.
I'm not 100% sure what Hist rolled for earlier when looking at the eggs. Asphalt's wondering if I could determine what type of creature they were gonna be.
Okay, give me a survival check.
14?
Bless.
Bless you. $14.
14. So, you're fairly sure that they would grow up to be beings that would look similar to what Ulfriger was transforming into.
On this roll, or could I make another roll to determine if I think Ulfriger laid the eggs? Or would they have come from someplace else?
That thought did cross my mind this week, just so you know. You're not the first. Yeah.
Okay, taking some time being able to look, it does not appear that Ulfriger would have been the layer of the eggs.
I don't think Ulfriger laid these eggs.
Can I investigate the statue just now that investigate it, just see if there's any like ruins on it that are similar to the thing upstairs?
Yeah, I mean, this looking at this, This bears the symbol of the same seal.
Okay.
So it bears the symbol of Kepper.
Do you think that if Ulfgar got to the seal before we stopped him, it would have made all these eggs hatch?
I don't know, but actually, while you guys... Oh, well, no, it was Orin, actually. Orin, while you guys were down here, the seal got all weird. It started glowing red, and Ulfgar freaked out.
That may have started when we broke the first egg. So it's also about the time that the statue, I would guess, probably activated was right after the first egg was attacked. Maybe.
I wonder what the seal looks like now.
Yeah. Well, we can make our way up. I think if everybody's done looking around here.
Matt, I would like to take some of the pieces of the statue and throw them in the water. Not all of them, just some of them.
Okay. So you throw some of the pieces in the water. They make a splash.
Yeah, I'm just trying to separate some of it so that it's not all there.
Yeah.
Not saying it's going to happen, but I don't want to keep the whole thing
That's fine.
together.
Yeah.
Well, does anybody see anything else that might be of interest down here? If not, should we maybe head back to the surface?
This room's a dead end, right?
So far, we haven't found anything to indicate otherwise.
Correct.
Was that question above table?
What?
Sorry, I gave an above table answer. I don't know if the question was above table.
That wasn't above table question, sorry, yeah.
Okay.
It was more for clarification.
Orin, you're really smart with magic and stuff. I mean, do you see anything else in the room that's like got runes or anything on it?
Yeah, I'll do a search for any lingering arcana, anything that might tell us more. And I'm going to use the inspiration from chat. Super awesome. I'm just pulling dice today.
We weren't meant to know
Love
anything about this
10.
room.
A 10, okay. Yeah, I mean, so you're looking for what specifically?
So anything like that's arcane related that might can indicate any clues, if there's anything like we're missing, any like indicator as to if there's more here, I guess, or that relates to how the statue was activated.
I mean, as far as the statue, it looked like it was just programmed to act should the eggs be touched. So it seemed as much as it is some creatures came here, laid eggs, and didn't want their children killed. So they put a guardian that you have thwarted and murdered their children.
Great, thanks.
At least you don't have to scramble them and eat them.
No, they're over easy. What's the name of the quest in the book? Eggs over easy.
That's funny.
most adventure books give really humorous ones for GMs, so we can laugh as we prep for games.
Well, I was just remembering our offer in Odyssey from the lizard folk.
Yeah.
Well, I think if there's nothing else here, then we should probably head back.
For the sake of transportation, could we say that Cole is awake and conscious to bring him up through the water?
No, we can't say that.
We don't know if he's living yet.
We don't know.
We don't know if he's living yet? I thought...
Nope, there's a note in the Discord chat that says we need 3 death saves before he can receive healing.
Yeah, I think we're gonna give Jackie a
So
chance.
he's living
to
in
roll
limbo.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, so in other words, I'm allowing Jackie to make his own death saves. I'm not going to make death saves for the character.
Okay. I didn't see that. So.
That is my rule on that. That way there's some agency there. But
I see it now.
so yeah, so to assume you're taking care of this character the best you can.
Well, go ahead.
Well, I know that I'm not going to be able to swim and hold my breath and stuff, so I'm going to crawl back through my hole, if that's okay.
I was going to crawl back through the hole, but I was going to use some of my climbing equipment to make it easier. I have a hammer and some pitons and some rope.
Could Bjorg carry up the possible corpse, possible alive teammate of ours?
I suppose I could try, but I don't know. Can we fit him through the hole like that? Would it be better to have someone get to the top and then have someone throw the rope back down, tie him to it, and pull him up that way?
Yes.
Or a couple somebodies? Because I don't know how big the hole is, so I don't know if carrying him would be feasible.
Matt, what's the state of the hole that was
So
burrowed?
I mean, you could, if you were careful, you're trying to get who up there?
Cole.
Cole.
Yeah, don't worry about Cole. So I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Cole's fine. Like, because either you're transporting a corpse, or he's walking under his own power. Like ultimately, so like you're able to get Cole fine. We might have him revive later, but it's fine.
Okay. Okay, so everybody can use my hole if they want. The hole that I dug. All of you muted microphones are laughing, and that's crazy.
I don't need to breathe.
I wouldn't have thought anything otherwise if
What
you
do
hadn't
you-
made that extra comment.
Hist, what do you mean you don't need to breathe?
Oh, I don't need to breathe. It's just that.
And Griff kind of just like looks at you with this really kind of like apprehensive like look, like, are you okay? But also then kind of like glances a little bit down to his skeletal arm and he's like kind of has this like, well, I have a skeleton arm, so I guess things aren't as weird.
As soon as you asked, though, Hist has been like looking side to side nervously.
If you don't breathe, though, do you still eat and drink?
I can't. Yes.
Huh.
I'm just gonna say because he's an awful liar. Hist is lying.
Oh. Griff just totally believes you, though. He's never really encountered anybody like you, so.
Anyone else who heard though would just know that he's lying.
I assume this
Okay.
conversation was happening inside a cave. That probably echoes a little bit. Perhaps the explanation to your statements can happen once we're above ground, since you've drawn attention to them.
Hey, do you think we can destroy that glyph rune whatever thing upstairs?
I think that we should definitely go see what it's doing.
And also check on Ulfagar.
Maybe he's a lighthouse keeper again.
He still was a lighthouse keeper.
Just a.
Very
Ugh.
Orin will jump into the water and start swimming towards the surface.
I'm climbing up the hole.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can breathe underwater, so it's.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go.
getting up. Is everyone moving to the basement of the lighthouse then?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me. So getting there as you all able to, you get into the room. You still see Ulfgar passed out. You're safely transporting Cole. Anything you want to do?
Investigate the cliff.
Investigate the cliff. For what?
Is it still active? 'Cause
The
before it was
glyph.
glowing
Okay.
red, it was described.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm losing
That's
just
the skill.
enough of your audio
Skill.
occasionally to give me issues. I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, so looking at it, I mean, it seems like it's not necessarily active right now. Like, it's not glowing or anything like that. The glow's gone. It just sits there.
Should we destroy it?
I don't know. What's the lightkeeper's situation like? Is he still monstrous?
Yes.
I did. Well, actually, I guess maybe this is an above table clarification because I remember doing a medicine check on Hist when Hist was affected by the glyph, and I remember learning that if Hist spent like a long rest or something away from the glyph, he would go back to normal. And I was able to deduce that Ulfgar could also go back to normal with extended time away from the lighthouse. Would I think that were still true even if the glyph was no longer functioning, like the runes were, like if the...
You don't know how long it would take for him to possibly do the transformation. You're not sure.
Okay.
As far as the functioning, you don't know. The powers, you don't know. I think
Okay.
the does seem to be dormant, whatever that means. But
How long has it been since we were down in the grotto to where we are now?
how far deep are you in the ground?
No. I'm sorry. What's the time frame from when we left the grotto to get to?
Oh, I mean, you do all this in about 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay. Only reason I'm asking is I was trying to determine if the maneuver that I used was still active.
Okay. What was the time on that?
10 minutes.
Okay, so probably have like one last thing on it.
Okay. Then I'm going to tell everybody to stand back, and I'm going to take that sword that has that maneuver on it, and I'm just going to slash the glyph.
So what's the maneuver?
It was the hold on. It was the shadow striking technique that had the shadow on the weapon and would deal necrotic damage.
Okay. Yeah, make an attack roll.
An 18.
18. All right. Yeah, roll damage.
So 8 plus 4. So 8 slashing and 4 necrotic. Or I'm sorry, 8 piercing.
Okay.
4 necrotic.
Cross it. Whew. Sparks slightly, but appears mostly unharmed.
Did it look like it bothered Ulfigor while he's unconscious?
No.
This is stone, correct?
It's the seal seems to be more metallic metal.
But it's in stone.
Yes.
Okay. Then what I would like to try now, unless somebody else wants to try something, is hammering one of my pitons through it to see if I can break the stone.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so like hammering the piton's taking some time here. You want to do slowly. Yeah, you break the stone around it. So you're trying to remove the seal.
Or damage the seal or something. I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of it.
Okay. Yeah, I think spending a good amount of time. So what you start to understand as you get a little more into it is it's actually connected to like a tunnel with stairs. So it's attached, and so this was a way to like kind of walk down to the grotto there.
Oh.
So it's take like weeks to fully dismantle.
Okay. Well, it can be dismantled, but it's gonna take weeks to do it. But there's a staircase that leads to the grotto.
We didn't see a staircase when we were down there.
Well, I'm just telling you what I've learned from being near this thing. And maybe there is, it's just hidden. We haven't been able to find it yet.
Kind of makes me think that, because I know Hist can cast Arcane Lock. I feel like instead of dismantling it, what if we used the grotto to, hold supplies and protect the clan from raiders? We could put food down here so that nobody could come and steal our stuff next season.
That also operates under the assumption that whatever laid these eggs here doesn't come back to lay more.
Oh, yeah.
We could try sealing up the water entrance to the grotto, and then I think that would work.
Should we walk down the stairs and see where it goes?
Well, but I think that we still need to be concerned about this glyph. That finding another way to gain access to and from the staircase. Because this still has that other active thing on it, correct?
You mean the countdown?
Yes.
I mean, my belief, and of course it's just my belief, was that would have been when the eggs would have hatched. So it would have granted access to the eggs, or the eggs access to up here.
Right, but wasn't it also like an alarm?
Well, that seems to have stopped.
It was just a protection for the eggs.
Okay, well,
Again, that's also just speculation.
Yeah.
right. Well, then we need to, if you want to try to find the staircase, we need to figure out how this glyph or rune or whatever we're calling it works in order to gain access to it.
Why don't we remove the glyph from the ground and then we can take it back to study?
Matt, since we seem to think that this might be some sort of magical lock, is it possible I could try my thieves' tools on it?
You don't think the thieves' tools would necessarily be able to make it work?
Okay.
No.
We apparently need some sort of password or magic incantation or something to make it work.
Yeah, but again, what you are able to determine is that it did seem to be what it would lead to the grotto. The grotto leads back up to it.
Well, perhaps in a week or 4 weeks, the stairs will open all by themselves.
Can I?
It is set to open.
Well, but now with no eggs there, do we think it'll still work?
I don't know.
I mean, if it is set to do a specific thing open at a certain time, or it may not be dependent on the eggs. If the seal is dependent on the eggs being there, then it would now be inert and it wouldn't matter. So either way, I don't know that an answer will be forthright. I mean, we can take the time to remove it, but that'll take time, it seems like.
Weeks, and I don't think we want to do that.
And I think that there's another thing to consider. What happened to the guard that was with him? Because there was a guard with him. And then we should probably report back to the chief about what we found before we consider making decisions that may not necessarily be ours to make. The chief may decide that something we should do is dig up the seal. He may not. I mean, am I wrong in that thought process?
No, I think you're right. And I also think that we can't forget that something laid the eggs. I wonder if maybe the chief wants to set up a guard down there or something. Keep watch.
We also don't know how long they've been there.
Yeah.
Because the seal was buried pretty deep. We
Yeah.
determined it had been done over time. Such an
Yeah.
episode. So they could have been in some sort of magical protection until a certain time. So they could have been there for who knows how long. More questions than answers.
Well, I think the lighthouse should not be manned by one person alone anymore. Obviously not my decision, just my opinion.
Well, the chief had already decided that, which is why I'm gonna go look for the guard.
So you go upstairs where you can see the guard lying on the ground, his throat ripped out and exposed.
You think magic will work on him?
I don't think so. It's
Damn.
not that I'm aware of. We have. Something else to report to the chief.
Yeah.
Well,
Should we leave Ulfigor here?
Yeah, we should probably bring him with us.
Are we sure he's not gonna attack?
No.
no.
Should we try to wake him and see first?
Or we could just leave him as he is, bind him and carry him.
Suppose so. Can we bind him?
Cole had to use chains before because his skin burns rope.
Search Cole for the cuffs.
I think they were removed by the chief.
I mean, you could still have some. You could have gone back if you wanted. So, if you want to restrain him, and you have enough things to potentially do it with. I mean, here there's plenty of stuff around the.
Okay.
Back to the chief.
All right. All right. So as you go back there, let's go ahead and take our break. Okie dokie.
So I'm back.
All right. So, extremely tired. You make your way back to Harafin's tent as you tell him everything. Oh, so what do you let them know? He goes, "What's going on? Why are you bringing Ulfric back here?"
Well, you see, we happened to stumble across a colony of eggs that the seal seemed to be related to. And as we attacked them, a statue came after us. We have promptly dealt with them, but we don't know what to do about the remaining area.
Okay, why is Ulfric knocked out?
Miscommunication.
Right. So
There
this
was
threat is
no
taken care of?
miscommunication. There was no miscommunication. When we attacked the eggs, it seems that he became enraged. He killed the guard that he was with and made his way to where the seal was.
But the eggs are gone. There's no more eggs, and we double checked and triple checked. So it won't happen again.
We also found out that prolonged contact with whatever's down there results in whatever transformation Ulfgar has gone under. So him spending more time away from it will actually lead to curing him. But it won't be a quick fix.
Turns over. Go get Asa. And here's it. The problem is he murdered a fellow Valikan. That is not a light offense, nor is it a misunderstanding. Not at all. All right. Anything else that you discovered?
We're not sure, but we believe the seal was just waiting for the time till the eggs hatched. We don't know if it still remains a problem, but the question still stands of what laid the eggs.
And how long ago they were laid.
And if it'll be back.
The seal leads to an underground chamber. if we can get it open, it might be a secure passage that can be protected from raiders.
It's good to know.
It would still have to be blocked off from the water or the ocean, though. Because you can get to it if you swim.
Okay, so we just need to be watching it then and fill it in if we need to.
Well, we believe that if we cave it in now, at least the water entrance, we can prevent whatever laid those eggs from coming back at the very least, or possibly trap it inside.
That's if it's still around. I mean, that seal is very, very old. Really old.
Let's see. Just kind of sits and ponders over what you've said. In the meantime, as he sits there a bit, there's a green-skinned woman comes in. She appears to be gills as she walks in. You're aware of arguably who this is. This is the lawbringer of Clan Valikan, Asa Logmadur. She stands. You would know her race as Laneshi, the water-dwelling people. Smooth Python features, short kelp-like hair with the clawed or webbed fingers. What is it, Raffen, that I need to educate? We have a murder. Ulfagar has killed a guard. This will hurt us dearly, as will it hurt his children. It will hurt those who will have to care for them. Also, they are the only ones who know how to work the beacon. Without his skill, it is likely that more will come to their own death. These ones witnessed it and attest to this. You can see what has happened to Ulfagar, the transformation. You gathered anything you wish to add?
To be clear, we didn't witness it. We deduce that it happened.
What did you find then? Actually, I suppose, please state all evidence so that I may understand fully.
Ulfagar has undergone this transformation, and we suspected it was related to an underground enclosure full of eggs. And we left Ulviger alone with the guard to go investigate. And when the eggs were touched, Ulviger seemed to lose himself. Madness. He was not himself, and he approached us in the other room. And what happened when he and the guard were alone, we won't know. We knocked him out. But when we returned to the guard, we found the guard dead.
And how was the guard killed? What were the injuries?
His neck was torn open.
She looks and there's bits of blood on the claws of Ulviger.
Please keep in mind he may not have been in his right mind, because based on the glyph that caused this, it was demonic, maybe, or I don't really want to say evil, but it wasn't. And it has influenced him, and he's even admitted it has influenced him. It's been speaking to him, or it was. We think it's dormant now. We're not positive. We think.
She waves her hand over Ulviger, who awakes. Ulviger, you stand accused of murder. Was I remember, I had to get down there. They were hurting the children. But the children are gone. And what do you want to do? My job. Do you wish to kill these who killed the children? No. Like I did, but that's gone. I see. Chief. Ulviger is outlaw. However, I decree that the Beacon House is separate, and he be within the law as long as he is within the Beacon House and not in the shrine beneath. What this would do to his state of mind is, well, would be punishment for this murder. Right. So you will not be able to draw without it, but within. I will order the door secured and for food to be pushed in from the top, so he doesn't have the opportunity to get out. He shall live his life there until he leaves, at which point his life will be forfeit. And be outside of all protections.
Chief, Lawbringer, if I may. This rage that he went into, that was caused by actions directly taken by myself and another. So I don't know that he should be held responsible. As you've stated, he has a lot of responsibility in people who count on him. And punishing him to go mad for something that was triggered by the actions of others doesn't seem just. But if somebody must be punished, I would gladly take that place.
While you may have aggravated, a Valikan cannot be here, cannot be around others, should a minor action compel them to murder, compel them to violence. As what you say is true, you found a potential enemy to Valikan, and he resorted to death and violence in order to do something. This cannot guarantee the safety of those. He either is to in due rights, we would send him to the wilderness to survive on his own. His best chance of survival is likely within this tower. If what you say is true, if he stays away from this shrine, he should be okay. Therefore, his fate is ultimately up to his own will. And even if I were to allow you, Orin, to be exiled and stripped of all protections, it would not make the clan safer. No, the clan is safest with Ilfric are confined.
Yes, Chief.
Logmod, this will be done. You've done well. You have defeated a potential enemy and still refrained yourselves from killing. Our best hope for keeping the seas safe. At this point, a woman comes in. I'm sorry, we've been seeing to Cole. He didn't make it. So there are two that have fallen for this matter. This is sad. I came with Cole on our journey. He was full of air, but brave. Please. You may mourn your comrade. We will light fires tonight for him. And take time. Let this loss process through you. Is there anything else y'all wanted?
Not here. Asphalt, I think, wants to find that bard that was with us the last time we were with Raffin.
Okay.
I'll go with him. Are you okay, Asphalt?
Yeah. Yeah. If we could have got there just a little bit faster or been a little bit smarter, maybe you'll figure wouldn't have hurt that guard and maybe Cole wouldn't. You know?
You can't think about the what ifs, because that will drive you crazy. I understand what you're saying, but have your grief, but don't feel guilt. That will be the best way to honor Cole. It's what he would have wanted.
Yeah. I actually think that's true. He was really good at, being encouraging. Thanks for saying what you just said.
Anytime. And I think another way to honor him would be for us to remember the good times we had with him and all his crazy stories that he told.
Yeah. Actually, that makes me think of something. Will you come with me to
Sure.
find that bard?
I absolutely will.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you off to find Braggy then?
Yeah.
All right. So you find Braggy, the half-orc bard. See him right now. You find him near the longhouse. Singing some tales about the winter and how even some of you helped keep them from starving. Slowly, the music comes to an end. So all of you. Oh, hello, friends. Done heroic tales of late.
Kinda. I know you said you were looking for an epic saga to write a song about, to inspire the people. And, well, we didn't go slay any prismatic dragons or anything like that. But I do have a hero you can write about. We've got some stories to tell you.
All right.
Well, then Asphalt will start talking about Cole. And we'll start recounting all of the things that Cole, all the little anecdotes that Cole used to say, and all those silly little stories, but would make this last one pretty prominent. That Cole single-handedly stayed to slay a mighty stone golem. and well, potentially saved his friends and even the whole clan when you think about it.
He thoughtfully writes these. Okay. And in the water, he lay dead. That's really obvious. No. In the water, after his friends had fled. Oh, that gives the wrong picture entirely. In the water, he sent them to bed? No, that's not gonna. Timing's off. I will work on this. I will sing of your friend. Of course. I'll make the tale so everyone remembers it with all the flavor and exaggeration I'm prone to do, but please know that I am sorry. My heart is with you, as much as we will laugh and drink in your friend's name. All the clans know this is for their protection and what they owe to all of us.
Yeah. To Cole!
To Cole.
To Cole, the brave squasher of eggs.
You just did a good thing here, Asphalt. Then put my arm around his shoulders.
Mechanics-wise, there was unfortunately a nat 1 that crept.
Oof.
Oof.
That will do it.
I think a little while later, Griff is going to kind of like take Asphalt aside and this was the first time for you that a comrade had fallen in battle, correct?
Well, I mean, people do die a lot. But this is, I guess, the first one where, for a split second, I thought maybe it was a little bit my fault. But Bjork talked to me. Guilt isn't the way Cole would want me to remember him, and that was right.
You would. It's not quite about that, but, well. Back home, after your first raid, you would, or defense of a raid, you would get your first marking, and then if you lost one of your comrades, you would get another. Something to remember those closest to you.
Yeah. My grandma had a lot of those. Do you think we should get one for Cole?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You know, Asphalt puts her hand on Griff's arm. I think what Bjork said is true for a lot more than just Cole. Guilt shouldn't be how we remember our people who are gone. She's proud of you, I think. I know.
You can't really see it, but there's like a stiffness to like there's a sensation of like a coldness on one of Griff's shoulders, and he kind of like turns a little bit to register it. Yeah. You're right. She she wouldn't want me to feel guilty that I survived and she didn't.
Asphalt gives you a big hug.
Look, pats your shoulder back and stuff, and definitely at this point, like he's rewrapped like his skeleton arm because it does draw quite a bit of attention if it's unwrapped. Well, since we're telling tales tonight, did I tell you how I lost my arm?
No. I was kind of a little afraid to ask about it, but I mean, if you're gonna tell me, that's cool.
Griff goes into this story of how back when they had all been taken and rounded up, he had been chained, and he had broken his own arm to get out, and then through the process of fighting his way for survival, brought up his broken arm to take a sword that would have a sword blow that would have killed him, and it just chopped right off his arm. And that was ultimately how he survived. And in that, at one point during that fight, there was this explosion of bright light, and there was this ghostly shade of his wife. And she reached out to him, and he reached back out to her. And then he doesn't remember anything else after that, except waking up as the only person alive. But he was alive.
Was that with all of us at the table, or just Asphalt?
I'd like to say that maybe if the others kind of like I think the first part of like the tattooing part was like just us, but then like Griff would have like joined the others and like told the story to them.
So before meeting up to hear that story, I think that Oren would make his way to Cold's dog team and see to them.
Hmm.
And sort of just spend some time with them thinking just about the day's events, the lives lost and actions taken. And maybe with a deeper understanding of how everyone is connected in the tribe or in the clan.
Able to feed the dogs. They gladly take the care.
And I think that, yeah, just in general, we'll take them on if it's necessary for that to be done. He'll take responsibility for them.
Being one of the major dark sides of the area, and that there is no one to really take it, so to at least keep them alive while what's going on. You can tell the chief when you see him is sad to see two mighty people died in one day. More than even we lost during winter, he'll say. A little grim. Anything else?
His probably would have just been off on his own, just like walking around like the premise, like the entire premises of our like what we call our land, like our town at least. Not really doing much, just kind of contemplating on who Cole was and like just trying to think about what like it just as like just his being just a very like just cold thinker, just trying to think of like if he was happy with how it ended, if he like what his thoughts were, things like that.
Anything else?
I don't have anything.
All right. In that case, so we're gathered and the preparation being made for the night. Up to your small kind of gathering and drinking a little bit, doing your chores and such. You see a young woman, bright bronze scales on her dragonborn form, approaching all of you. carrying looks like a large backpack on her back. She seems to her eyes move over you as if remembering something, and makes her way. She clears her throat. Greetings. And deeply bows. You can see her scales are extremely well polished. Looks like a daily care. And she lets her cloak of winter, now that she's in this building, drag down, and you see she wears a beautiful, very form-fitting dress. She bows. Great beauty. I heard of your loss in the celebration tonight, and though I am not able to attend, I did want to send some of my wares to remember Cole. He was quick with the compliments and always good for a story. I've not had the pleasure of meeting any of you in person, I think, but I am Gondo, Grinto's daughter.
It's nice to meet you.
And here she takes out several bottles of mead. This is from the meadery. Cole came quite often. Going to miss him.
Cole did like a good drink. I am Bjork. It's nice to meet you.
Bjork. A pleasure to meet you as well.
Sorry, yes, I am Orin.
Alright. She smiles at you. Tell me, did he die seeking glory like he always wanted?
He did.
Good. Good. As she goes, you can see our finery here is quite expensive. She finishes the bottles. Well, I'll be sure to have a drink for him back at home, and I'll take solace that everyone will celebrate in the way he liked to celebrate the end of every day. Drinking my meat.
You sure you can't join us?
Quite sure.
Maybe another time?
Maybe. There are many young men here, and I tend to draw a bit too much attention. And when it should be upon Cole. And sometimes some young ladies too. Depends. But honestly, I know from experience I would be having more attention on trying to avoid the very enthusiastic members of the clan instead of Cole, where it should be. So that all of you can have that, and I can have that as well this time. But yes, stop by the meadery sometime, and maybe we'll pull one out for our friend.
I think he would like that.
Gondol will bow her head. Anything else? Alright. Gondor, Brendo, Stilta will make their way out.
Her energy was crazy.
Yes, quite an odd lady.
She gave us all the mead to drink.
For tonight, but yeah.
I'm gonna sniff it. Does it seem like regular mead?
Yes.
Okay.
Like highly alcoholic, yeah.
Okay.
Not me missing the
Would-
meat that a player sent me a few months ago right now.
Had Cole ever talked about this person before?
I don't know. Cole always talks up. Oh wait, is that an above table question?
I'm sorry, that was a question to the DM because I'm
Yeah,
kind of trying
okay.
to determine this something.
I'd say I don't know if I believe they probably talked about their mead. I don't know if they particularly talked about Gondor or not. They might have. I don't want to necessarily say whether they did or not because that would be more for the
Okay.
player
No, that's fine.
rather than me.
I was thinking it would have been an interesting thing if none of us had ever heard of her, but we've heard many of stories from him, and this is a thing we did not hear. So that's just what I was trying to
Yeah,
figure
who
out.
knows? Maybe it was
Yeah.
the better part of
Okay.
Valor. Maybe.
Yeah. So it just leaves him pondering about Cole a little bit more. I mean, he spoke of it many times. I'm sure it's wonderful. And he'll grab a bottle and offer to start pouring some for people.
All right. So it
Folks around the
sounds like
table.
we're saying we're sort of maybe at the celebration. Anything y'all want to make sure happens? Or?
Griff makes a point to not get like completely like drunk because he's probably going to be with the others, kind of like telling some of like the really far-fetched stories, like the really far-fetched stories that Cole talked about, the ones that didn't even like pertain to anything he was good at.
Amazing.
I'll just say for Asphalt, who doesn't usually drink, I think has it in her head that like she wants to be like Cole, who like is like a really great warrior and did this really amazing thing, and Cole really liked mead, and so Asphalt's like, I will take two, and is not prepared for that.
With that, I'll keep an eye on Asphalt to make sure she can get back to her bed.
Amazing.
This doesn't drink anyway, so he would have just been trying to make sure that he avoids people noticing that he hasn't partaken in anything.
Orin for sure will drink as Cole would have drank.
Oh, now I have to make sure two of them get back to their bed.
You know?
Yeah, freaking how like so funny how you just imagined Cole would drink or how Cole talked about potentially drinking. Like it's all assumptions, and I love it. It's like how we assume Cole behaved.
I feel like Cole had a story
that
of
we had
how like
seen him drink I have assumed that we had seen him drink before.
Yeah. But I feel like Cole also would have told the story about, I don't know, drinking a giant under the table.
Uh-huh.
And I think that Orin knows it's less about drinking like Cole would, but he has some things that he is not dealing with properly. Guilt.
You have to have a talk with Bjork.
So you see, you definitely see them drinking to a point of, I guess, self castation there.
Again, more assumptions. I go over to Braggy and prod him to get some music going, since Cole seemed to always like to have a good time too. I mean, this is supposed to be a celebration of his life.
Yeah.
So
Braggy begins playing and is calls so in honor of Cole, I call it the deadly breakfast. Eggs over easy.
and then I grab Hist and drag him out, make him attempt to dance with me.
Nice. Always beware, my friend. For when the eggs are red, you might end up dead. And anything else?
Does Hist try to get out of dancing with me?
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, I missed that. My brother just got home. My life's crazy right now. I'm sorry. I'm so out of it. Yeah, no, Hist would actively be like, "Oh, no, I'm good. Thank you, though."
No, come on.
No,
We're doing this. We're honoring Cole. Come on.
oh, no.
She told Asphalt not to feel guilty, and she's using it on Hist.
Fine. As he will accompany you. Hist is awful. I don't even want to roll. Hist is awful.
I figured as much. It was just more about having fun and making him participate with the group.
You just be like, "Oh dear," just tripping up constantly.
It's okay. Nobody will notice. They're all drunk anyway.
That's what worries me, is everybody what they do when they're drunk. Sorry, it's a bad attempt at humor.
Well, I guess you're right. We all do crazy things when we're drunk. They won't remember a thing. Or if they do, it'd be like fuzzy pictures. They won't know for sure.
Very true. Hopefully that is the case for tonight.
I have no doubt it will be.
And I imagine Hist will dance till he ends up like tripping and cracking his mask a little bit. Then he'll just like leave later in the night, like late in the night. Then he just like leaves.
Mask and all. soon everyone is singing. They go, here's the warrior brave and true, crushed red eggs neath skies of blue. He gave his life, we raise our cheer, for he saved the village we hold dear.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Brilliant.
All right, then anything else? Case.
I don't have anything else.
Nor do I.
Nor do I.
Either.
Me neither.
All right. Then after all the craziness of the night, 2 weeks of downtime begin.
Woo!
Doing what you'd all like to do.
If we can't we then spend this time to clear out the area and try to like cave it in and stuff and make it like hidey hole like Asphalt said?
All right, yes. If you all wanted to do this together, you could spend a week and get it nice and secure.
Cool. Is that what we want to do?
I like the sound of it. Are there community actions also going on that we have to choose between?
So in downtime, you can do whatever you want, and you kind of get one group thing. You can like so everyone gets one downtime action for the week, and everyone can use it to do. I would say secure that is one thing you can do. There's also gathering more lumber if you so wanted.
What does everyone think?
In terms of generating money, does that come with these quests that we do, or would we be using downtime to do a trade or something like that?
So yeah, you'd be. I mean, you definitely would get some money from some of the stuff you were doing, but you also would. I mean, some economy here, but not much of one. But yeah, you could also use the downtime activities listed in the player's handbook in order to generate money if you so decide. But that would be so. Like, if you do that, then you can't gather lumber. Like, the group can't gather lumber. The group can't take care of the cave there.
Gotcha.
Because those are group downtimes, which everyone has to spend their action for it.
Did you say it was 2 weeks of downtime?
Yes.
So 1 week could be doing a community activity and 1 week could be doing our own downtime, or is it take up both weeks?
Alternatively, we could do cave and then lumber.
Yes.
Is there other resources we could gather besides lumber? Is that kind of what it is? So we'd gotten a lot of lumber last time. So just wondering if we were running low on something else that we could. Or that the village needs.
Is that what you want to do?
Well, that was a question, right?
Was it? I'm sorry. What are you asking?
Yeah. Is if there are other resources the village needs us to gather besides wood that we could spend time doing?
Right. So
I thought last time it was wood or something else, and I don't remember.
So right now, so no, you don't know of anything else right now.
Okay, so wood's the only thing the village needs.
Yeah. Well, at least that you have ways of getting.
Okay.
I like spending at least a week doing the cave, and I'm open to spending another week doing the lumber unless somebody wants to do something personal.
What about fishing?
I think we just haven't done it. Like, I think we just have to do something to set that up, like, actively.
Ah, okay.
Like, cause like we cleared the forest, and now we can get wood.
Mm-hmm.
And like if we weren't doing like a group thing, I think we would be like doing our profession stuff or whatnot, or something like that. But I would be doing my usual fishing duties if we weren't doing any group stuff.
Is exploring for resources an option?
Not like as far as new resources, no.
Yeah. Sort of like how we found the wood. Okay. Then I guess I'm okay with doing securing the cave or whatnot as our first week activity. And then I go either way with wood or personal. Somebody has a preference over that.
I also would like to do the cave, and I think we should do the lumber. But if people have their own thing they want to do, then let's do that.
Anybody opposed to doing the second week lumber?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Looks like first week is securing the cave, trying things, and then lumber.
I'll even like replace the seal with my own arcane lock, and let the chief pick the phrase to get in and out. If I can.
Well, that's assuming we've figured out how to open it and where the door actually is.
Yeah. So to answer the question a little bit on the resources, as far as I would say, as you're going through these 2 weeks, you've heard of a cave that Houseford miners from Houseford used to try to get to, that they've not been able to really keep going for a while, known as Headwater Cave. But it is quite outside of the village. Now, you can't travel there as downtime, but it could be a place you go to in the future if you so want to. It is a trek away from the town, so in the game what that means is that we would say that the whole mission, the whole time you'd spend there, going there, being there, and getting back would use up your usual week of downtime. But of course, if you're able, there's rumors if you're able to secure the cave, then there might be more ores, and there could be some resources that the town could get. So that's something
Got
to
it.
keep in your back pocket there.
I think either way, we're planning on doing the cave as week 1, right?
Hmm.
Yep, cave is week 1, wonder week 2.
Do we have to roll for those?
To clear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. So just trying. So the week 1. Yeah. I apologize. For whatever reason, I don't know. My brain's not picking up the directness of the question, so I'm not hearing like we are doing this very clearly. I don't know if it's words or if my brain's just missing it. But so week 1 you're doing clearing the cave.
Yeah.
Okay. So absolutely. I'll give here a choice of how everyone would like to help clear the cave, and then we can see how well it goes.
Are we clearing the cave or securing the cave?
So securing the cave. You're trying to secure the cave.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
I can
Um,
help cut off the other access besides the stairs. I can use mold earth or some earth magic, stone magic, whatever, and try and close that opening to the water.
I would just be using things like arcane lock and other seals to create a new way for like passkey for us to be able to enter and exit that the chief would get to decide, and he would get to decide who to tell. Obviously, I would know too.
So you're trying to do what?
I just want to cause the whole point was to make it so it couldn't be opened by anyone in case we need to like stock things in here in case you get raided. So I'm gonna put it like use arcane lock to put a new password on it.
Okay, so trying to bypass
The
the
old
and
seal.
then make your own. Okay.
And I'll
Cool.
let the chief make like the password for it, so that way he can he can decide who gets to know it, other than me.
Very cool. All right, so let's see here. We'll do an Arcana check then for Hest. We can do Wisdom check for Asphalt.
— 21.
Also at 21.
Whoa, twins. If Asphalt's doing this, obviously, but just in terms of figuring out the options that we have for this section, if somebody wanted, could they spend their week trying to see if there's a way to remove the seal completely?
Yeah, I would say so.
I can give that a try.
I thought we'd already determined that it would take weeks to do that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was since you're spending a group downtime on it, I'm kind of changing that a little bit.
Okay.
The idea was you're not doing it right in that moment. It was a longer process, right? So now kind of doing a whole week of downtime for it works out.
Does this also kind of imply that we've determined that it's inert right now? Or is there still some amount of risk that we're going to awaken a god by trying to use this passage?
Who can say?
Okay, cool. Just checking.
So, Orin, how do you want to go about trying to, I guess, dismantle this?
Sorry, I thought that it meant magically. Physically, I think that maybe somebody else would do that if that's what Bjorg had already started. So maybe if she wants to finish it with her pitons.
Well, if you want to take the magic area, you can. Just kind of how is it you want to go ahead and do this?
Yeah, so I mean, it would be working to one, basically what Asphalt just said, determine if it's still active, and if so, how would we deactivate it, or spend the time to try and deactivate it without losing my mind and turning into a crazy beast.
If I take some time to powder down some silver to make, I can cast protection from evil and good on you. I don't know if it will help,
Okay,
but
we get that going. Okay. So then, yeah, you can give me. I guess I'll take your spellcasting modifier, trying to take care of this there. Horn.
$11.
Okay. Sounds good. And then, Bjorg, you can give me athletics or sleight of hand, I think, trying to successfully get this thing out of there.
Okay. 22. Sleight of hand.
Hmm.
And what's Griff doing?
I was I was hoping to, well, apart from trying to help Orin with the protection from evil and good, I was going to, I don't really have much in the way of moving or other than using my raw strength. So maybe using like my ice pick to pick away at some earth and stone, but it's more so built for ice, so I don't know about that, but using my physical strength.
Okay, yeah, give me athletics check.
16.
All right. In that case, throughout this time, you're able to successfully remove the arcane, or I would say the seal here of Kepper. Clear away the statue. Make sure there's no pieces, lingering in. And you've rolled in the cavern and gotten some water out of it as well. And now you have an extra storage space. The shrine actually is gone.
Gods love that when you remove their shrines and stuff.
Yeah, it definitely didn't make an enemy. The shrine this week. He is so not in his realm, contemplating raiding this from his gate town. It's totally fine. Has not drawn up what battle plans.
Hopefully it'll help Wolfengar too. Not go crazy.
But yeah, and at the same time, made a very secure entrance, so it can be done well. And incidentally, you notice that Ulfrigar, since the utter destruction, has been doing better.
Lovely.
And
All
then
right.
2 is
Yeah.
just lumber.
Yes, gathering lumber. Oh. Does this mean we've had a long rest, at least?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so to the lumber here. So we need the rolls again. Get to that here. All right. So, check. So we need 3 people. So I need to lead the group, to handle the animals, supervise the animals, and to keep watch for dangerous predators or malicious spirits.
I will handle the animals.
All right, that would be animal handling.
I can watch out.
Okay, that'd be perception. We need the leading.
I can do that.
Good. Asphalt was gonna say she would do it, but I was gonna warn everybody above table that it would be bad.
All right, the leading is a straight charisma check.
12.
14.
8.
Okay. Okay, so as you again try to move within the sheltering wood, it's long days as you are hogging, and the work and constant of the last 2 weeks has dulled. The hurt, the loss, and people begun to make up for the 2 losses here. And accept the strange reality of how important the light keep over the beacon is, and why they are still here in a way as well. Taking some time for them to fully understand, but it's coming along. But with that, I would say, who's keeping watch again?
I am.
Okay. So, Hist, as you are doing this, you're doing the best you can, but you feel it before you're able to comprehend it. There is a slight lurch in your stomach. The hairs stand on the back of your neck. Sorry, on the back of your head stand to attention. You realize you are being watched. You're
Yes,
able
sir.
to alert everyone.
I will alert everyone. I think there is a. I think we're being followed.
Try and see what he's seeing or feeling.
Yeah, me too.
Both can make perception checks.
I'm gonna use real dice.
Yes, because I just rolled a 5 total.
Total of 18.
Okay. In that case, Orin, a shadow shifts in the bowels, and suddenly you spot the outline of a figure with pointed ears and piercing green eyes. As soon as you notice the silhouette, the figure darts away through the underbrush.
I saw an elf.
It wouldn't happen to be those xenophobic elves that don't want us to be here, would it?
Sounds such like
Are there other elves around?
These xenophobic elves.
You said it, Matt.
I
I'm
know, but you
repeating it.
keep repeating. Your characters keep repeating this thing. You.
Hearing that we're being sort of surveilled like this, Asphalt's gonna kind of crouch down in the way that like runners do when they kick off of the little thingies. And I'm going to bonus action quick step. I'll use the ground. I'll sort of use the ground to propel myself really fast. And I'd like to bonus action quick step, but action dash, just kind of like around. So that gives me a movement speed of 80. And I can keep doing that. But I'm trying to walk a perimeter, and then with tremor sense, just kind of trying to see if I can get a sense of number.
Okay. As you kind of try to pursue there, so how far away is your tremor sense?
30 feet, and I can move around. At least on one turn, I can move 80 feet. So it's like a 30-foot thing that's moving with me.
You move around. You get the sense there seems to be one that you're chasing.
Okay.
And what do you want to do?
Well, that's it. I'll just skid to a halt by my friends and say, I think they're alone.
Should we just try conversing with them?
Scouting party, maybe? Or scout?
Could
That
we?
would make sense.
We could try to surround him and just talk it out, and if he gets hostile, we could capture him.
Do we know where he or she is?
No, but that's why we could talk it out, just to figure out why they're following us.
Aren't they still running?
Yeah.
Yes, I would believe that they are.
Did leave for that.
And if they were a scout, there'll probably be more.
Okay. So you're kind of letting them go.
How
I think
far?
so.
How far away are they?
I mean, you can't see. They went into the underbrush.
No. And I got nothing.
All right. So it sounds like you don't give chase. You just sort of let them go.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
What was that for? Going to say?
Uh,
I was asking that question. Do we give chase?
probably.
Okay.
So
Sorry, go ahead.
no, that's okay. And so Orin will enter the knife which sails through the air stance, which gives him 10 extra feet of movement. And so he'll use his movement and dash to try and keep up with Asphalt.
So you are trying to chase after the two of you?
Yeah, as
Yeah.
soon as Orin gave the okay, asphalt. And Orin took off.
Okay.
Oh, great. I get to give the okay now.
Yeah.
She's looking up to all of us. If one of us says it's okay, then
Exactly.
Who's okay? Anyone who's. All right. So you're pushing through, running as quickly as you can, and with a moment you can see the outline as just as you do, you see this female elf. The same time you see their crossbow pointed at your head as a bolt flies to hit you between the eyes for 21 to hit. Asphalt.
Yes, that hits me.
Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
What? 15.
15. That just makes it. So as it hits, that is 8 piercing damage and 13 poison.
Oh no.
You made the save.
That would have been 26 if I didn't.
Yeah.
Christ.
As then things go silent, as it seems like she disappears, quickly moves away.
Ow, 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 ow. What did you say, Orin?
I asked if I didn't see her.
You saw her when she fired, yeah.
Well, I would have used 3 maneuver points then
Which
to
would you?
use Dimensional Skewer.
All right. Is that action or reaction?
When can you use maneuver points?
It's usually
The maneuver itself says.
Oh, as an action.
okay. So this time, because she does this, and like in the kind of, I guess, shock of the firing, as you look at Asphalt, she's gone.
Okay. Then I would tend to Asphalt.
Ow, ow, ow. That really sucked. That sucked ass.
Yes, but are you all right? I mean, obviously you're not great, but
I am bloodied.
well, we should probably head back to the others.
But if,
I'd
I
offer
mean,
to
I could
kill you.
barely stand one hit. If they bring more, we're toast.
That's where
You
we
could
should
try
go
to
back to
track
the
her
others
if
and
you
get
want,
them
but
moved.
it's up to you.
What did you say, Bobby?
I I was going to say that's probably why we should get back together and start moving out. But if you think you can keep going, I don't want to dissuade you and make your decision for you.
Cole would go, but Cole's also dead.
The rest of us are still back at the camp.
You're right. We should head back. There was a metagaming crow.
Head back.
Marry the metagaming crow. All right, so you guys find yourselves back at where you were gathering the wood.
What happened?
I was shot in the head.
Oh. Are you alright?
No!
There's black veins in her face.
It sucked.
Or she's
And it also has
poisoned.
poison in it. Yeah. Wait, am I poisoned or I just took poison damage?
2 poison damage.
Okay.
Could I use a medicine check to see what kind of poison it is?
Sure.
I want to know how common it is. A 13.
Okay. I switch that in a second, though, so you can keep talking here if you want.
So if it was a scout and it got away, I'm assuming more will be coming.
Oh, yeah. You take 11 healing.
Oh, nice.
But we're not done here yet, right?
I mean, you're right. I mean, you can continue your thing here. You can do it when you're done.
What are they scouting for? It's not a secret that the clan is around here.
Well, maybe they're scouting our resources so that they can take them instead. Or let us do the work and then take what we did. You know, maybe someone is preparing for a raid. And this is a scout trying to learn our defenses.
Gauge our strengths and weaknesses.
Correct.
See where we are and at what times.
Any one of those can be the reason for sure. But what we need to decide now is if we're going to try and stay here and finish the work and defend the folks if they are attacked, or if we're going to move on.
So, Griff, you determine it's a fairly powerful poison. It seems to be likely harvested from a deeply venomous creature. And then it's able to coat a weapon, whether it be a sword or ammunition. As a, I guess the thing is that it's a 66 poison damage on a DC 15 con save.
Damn.
Owie! You're very lucky, Asphalt.
I think we should finish what we're doing.
So on that too, you're able to determine the way that it hit Asphalt's face. It's very interesting. It's as if it grazed their cheek, basically, like it may cut against their cheek. And examining, it appears as though only the side that grazed the cheek was in fact poisoned. As if the entire time they were never trying to get a direct hit on Asphalt.
What does that mean?
Someone perhaps looking for slaves, maybe? I mean, if they weren't trying to kill you.
Can I do... Do I feel like I'm... Well, you said I wasn't poisoned. Okay. I mean, does it seem like... maybe... If there was a way to know, I would be wondering if I had been poisoned, would I become contagious?
No.
Okay.
The reason could be that they simply wanted to stop us from pursuing.
Yeah, it does. It could just be the case that if they had killed them, we would have pursued more violently.
So I think Bjorg's right, and we should stay and finish collecting our lumber.
I agree.
And considering they were only one person, they were definitely here as a scout, not necessarily as a fighting force.
So we stay and finish collecting the wood.
Yes.
Yes.
I will also help keep watch.
We're aware of them, and they know we're aware of them.
Yes, but even that being the case, they could still sneak up on us.
Yeah.
So better to have more eyes than less eyes.
All right. Then the rest of the week goes without incident. And in total, you gather 100 pounds of lumber.
Nice.
I wrote that down. We now have 700 pounds of lumber.
Nice.
That is also what I have. And a newly secured storage area.
Yes. So, that being the case, it's 2 weeks coming to an end. It has now been 3 weeks since winter's end.
So this is our last week of spring?
No.
Okay.
Spring lasts 13 weeks.
Oh, got it. Got it.
Are there any ideas of what you'd like to do next?
We do still have the thread of that lady's stuff who was stolen, the relic. We could also find these elves. Prismatic dragon.
You would have
The
heard
relic
of trying to
farmers,
find
right?
something, yeah.
Say
Sorry,
that
what?
again, Bobby.
Yeah.
Was the relic the same thing as the farmers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We should probably help the farmers because we'll need them to be growing the food, to doing the farming. Anything that prevents them is ideal, initially or in reality gonna hurt us.
I think it's the same thing as the farmers, unless the farmers was the wolves killing the livestock or something like that.
No, that was the
As the
hunt.
hunters.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So then, yeah, this is the farmers. Yeah.
Bjorg helps Orin with the wolves. Or Asphalt. I guess it would be Asphalt. I imagine she's still going to take care of the wolves in Cole's stead.
I would try. And I think Orin did a little bit of it too.
I'm taking care of his dogs. She's talking about the wild wolves that Cole was trying to befriend.
Ah. I would try to do that. Poorly.
And I will assist you with it. 2 people, no animal handling. This will be fun. But that's my thoughts. We should help the farmers.
Sounds good to
I'm
me.
okay with that one.
All right. In that case, you begin making your way to the Benenson farmstead. That is where we will end for tonight. And we'll come back next week, and I want to thank you so much.
Good night, everyone.
Rip Cole.
Good night.